everyone, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to go flip through the February plan and journal and just show you how I've set it up for February, hopefully giving you some inspiration for you to set up yours. All right, let's get started. My name is Liz and I'm the creator of Zinniberry Designs. I have a little Etsy store. I'm just going to leave that link below. This is the February plan and journal. Just going to open it up and show you how I've set it up. We have 3 calendars for you, the main calendar, a second calendar, and a third calendar, and they are all hyperlinked to the day. And that is just so much fun to have because for me, I don't need to have 3 different calendars, so I use my other 2 as sort of like trackers, but you might want to use yours as your work calendar, your personal calendar, your kids' calendar, your spouse's calendar. You know, the possibilities are endless. So for me, I honestly don't have a lot of things to put, no birthdays, no events, nothing spectacular happening in February. So it's very plain right now. I've made some stickers to say water the plants. Those are in my February kit because I have been so bad about watering my plants this winter. So I need some reminders, and that is what I put there. So I really don't have a lot going on. I just put the couple of days where I don't have to go to work. And yeah, that's basically it for my calendar. As I progress throughout the month, I'll probably be adding a lot more things in here, mostly for memory keeping, like, you know, how many pages did I read of a certain book, or what happened that day. I'll either put it in words or put a little picture in there, and that's like how I like to keep track of things. And you know, I really love this February calendar. I love this little flower background, transparent background that's kind of built into the calendar. So how am I going to use my other 2 calendars? Well, my second calendar, I'm going to use it as my meal plan. So for me, for February, my goal is to cook more meals and cook healthier meals. So I'm simply going to put the recipe here. I'll either write it up, you know, I'll either write out the name of the recipe or put the picture of the recipe in here. And I just love the fact that I can look at it at a glance. So I'm in Noteshelf right now, and if you are in GoodNotes, what's kind of nice is that you can put your recipe here and you can link it to your recipe. If you found it on Pinterest or somewhere online, you can link it right to that recipe, and that's just a super cool feature. Hopefully, maybe Noteshelf will do that as well one day. I just wanted to show you that I simply right here whited out the line so that I could have a nice big space. I don't like wasting the spaces there, so it's fun to put some sort of a sticker, word art, something like that in there. The third calendar that I am going to use for is, of course, going to be my fitness calendar. I have failed miserably for January, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later in the video. But hopefully February will be a much better month. And, you know, the weather was really, really, really cold. It's hard, and it's very dark, and it's hard to get yourself out and motivated and doing things. So February, here I come. I'm going to do it this time. Okay, so scrolling across the top, we've got our 5 weeks, and I'm just going to go to week 1 just to show you. And my process behind doing my weekly spreads is simply to decorate them and have them ready so that I can start putting, you know, my checklists in there, my appointments, anything that comes up. My page is already decorated and ready to go. A cute little thing here is this to-do list. Now I've numbered it, but it's only because I wanted to bring up the check boxes. So one of the features here in Noteshelf is that you can create checklists. Let's see. So I could put, you know, it's groceries today, this week, grocery pickup, and it's a bit narrow. So there we go, groceries. And, you know, as things come up, I can write them in my checklist. And what's nice about it is I can actually check them off as I do my to-do list. So I like that feature in Note Shelf. I'm going to go back so I can have it ready for myself when that week comes along. I also wanted to start off my February with my word for, if you guys do the word of the year, my word is to live intentional. So what I've done is I've put my little today's focus widget at the top of every single day, and I really want to wake up in the morning and have one focus that I can accomplish for that day. And so I have created these little widgets, and I've shown you in one of my videos on how you can create color changing widgets / stickers in GoodNotes. So let's just, let's just go into GoodNotes so I can show you. So here they are, and simply, you're going to create whatever you want in GoodNotes. And if you are in GoodNotes, you're going to stay in GoodNotes. But if you're in a different app, you're going to just come in here. Let me take my background, and I'm just going to change my background color to whatever I want it to be. Let's say, like, usually I like the pink tones, not necessarily that one, but here we go. And tap on it to release that. It is so easy to come in here and change the backgrounds to your hex codes, whatever you have for that month, or your favorite colors. Now the text on here is white, so it's quite easy just to take the lasso tool and change the color of the text. And when I'm done doing that, I lasso the whole thing, copy it, and bring it into my note shelf and paste it. Whoops. Let me try this again. Paste it, and there it is. And now you can't do any color changing here with it. It's completely fused together. I don't know what other word to use. That's what keeps coming to my mind. It's a PNG now. You can't change the color. You have to go back into Note Shelf. That's where it was created. That's where the text box was created. And you can simply go back and change that text box color. So that's how I did that. Moving on to, so for me, I like to just decorate it, leave it, and then when I come into that week, I can move things around a little bit, add more things if I have to. But, I found in January when I pre-decorated my weeks, it was just so much easier. I could just open it up, write down what I needed to do and not have to spend my time decorating. But right now, this week, the week before February, it's just been so much fun getting this set up. So another inspirational week for you. I have created week 2 with, I love this little widget that I created, and it is in my sticker pack with this cute puppy. And these 3 little bars are just text bars that are also in the February pack. So there's the February stickers along with the backgrounds. They come in solids and transparent, and along with the text boxes, which have a cute little drop shadow, the half rounds. I don't remember what those are called. What else do we have? Sticky notes, frames, and sticky note toppers for the month of February. So it is a lot of stickers, and I so enjoy using them. And one of my favorite things about the backgrounds and transparent and the color palette for February is I love to use them to decorate the page, the half rounds, the transparent squares, the text boxes, and now my page is ready to go for week 2. Week 3, I filmed week 3. This is, it's pretending that I filled everything in and how I've done it. And it was so much fun to do this one. I'm excited. I'm super excited to start filling in my weeks, week 1, 2, and so forth. All right, week 4 inspiration is very similar. It's just using the different backgrounds that I've created, some of the Instax frames and some of the stickers, just to get ready and to start writing things down. Now, I don't usually use functional stickers in terms of, functional stickers in terms of like a little icon that shows you're going to the doctor or anything like that. I like to have just my text box, and I like to write my text in. So that's just personally me. Maybe in the future I'll start making some of those ones, but you know, I just like to keep it a little bit simpler and have my decorative elements as my decoration on my page. Okay, week 5. Week 5 only has one day, the 28th, so there's really not much. I've put in my dot grid at the back because I thought that I could maybe do a little bit of journaling in here of how, you know, the last couple of weeks have went. I don't know really what I'm going to do with it, but it was just fun creating this and getting it ready. All right, so you might not be a week person. You might really want to just have a daily layout every day, and you might want to be right in your main calendar and just hit the daily button and go right in there and fill out your daily things that you need to do. Bypass the week if you want to, but I'm gonna just show you one that I've decorated for me, and I love it. It is super cute. I love the tone of it. I love the greens. I just put on here what I would need if I was doing a daily page. So I've got these, hourly inserts. They're in my shop as well, and they come anywhere. There's about 10 of them, so they're all different kinds, and you can use what you need for that day. Behind it is a transparent background. Behind this is a transparent background. On top of that is the dot grid. And then these are just simply the text boxes that I've lined up. One of the today's focus. I like to have the verse of the day, my gratitudes. I'd like to track my weather. And then I'd like to write some notes down, maybe track my water and my vitamins. So this would work for me. You could set up your daily any way that you want to. And then you would just lasso the whole page and copy it and go to the next day and paste it in there. And maybe just for the whole week, you might want to paste it in there, and it is ready for you to go to write in anything you need to for the day. You might get bored of it after a week. That's the beauty of this planner, is that you can take, you know, the next week and change it up and make it anything that you want it to look like. Copy and paste it for a week and change it again. You know, that keeps it creative, fun, and exciting to look at. So that is how I've set up my daily. So I'm kind of actually honestly leaning forward, leaning towards maybe doing a daily for the month of February. In January, I did weekly, and I used my dailies differently. In January, I used them more for memory keeping, for Bible journaling, and things like that. But, you know, in February, I have got a couple of journals in here. So, I might not need to use my daily in that way. So we're gonna go back to, okay, so you also get you also get 4 pages at a glance at your fingertips to set up any way that you want to. So I've kind of mimicked what I did in January. So I'm going to do my brain dump, let it all out, and I've kind of decorated it a little bit to give it some zhuzh there. So I'm gonna do my brain dump, and I haven't done that yet, obviously. That's coming up this weekend. I'm actually gonna do my reflections of January. I'm gonna do my brain dump at the end of January, and then from my brain dump and my reflections, I'm going to set up my goals and my plans. And so I've got my goals and my plans here ready to go. And I usually focus on 2 main goals. And I found in January I had 2 main goals, and they were big goals, and I had a hard time tracking them, and I had a hard time focusing on them. I also had reading goals and skincare routine goals and not eating past 8 goals, and I kind of felt like maybe that was a little bit too much for me to keep track of and focus on. So I may only do 1 main goal for February. I'm not quite sure yet. There's a little reflection section and some nice leaves. I love green. And then for trackers, I did set up my tracker page for February. And I really don't know what I'm going to track yet. I do have to figure out what my goals are. So I'm going to continue doing my Bible study. And if I finish that, I'll start another one. I have not read anything in January, just super busy creating. But It's been it's been fun creating and putting all my thoughts and efforts and time into that. But I do want to have time to live life and do some reading. So as I read books, I'm going to add them in here and maybe color them that I finished reading them. So this is a tracker that I don't know if I believe it's in the January sticker set, honestly. And what I've done is I've highlighted the weekends just so that I can see, you know, if I am tracking something, is it more likely that I'm doing it on the weekend or not on the weekend? So these are just the highlighter tool in all of my color palette that I have for January, which is sort of starts right here and ends with the green. And I did a little video, if you are in Noteshell, how to get my color palette, the hex codes in with one button, and you can take a look at that one. So I just, I simply just drew these out in different colors. Now there's a lot, I may not use all of them. I kind of want to try this to see, like at the end of the day before I go to bed, I can open up my tracker page and just see, what I'm tracking and then check it off with my highlighter tool. Let's see, that's kind of big, but then, sorry, it kind of gives me idea. I am not going to erase because I don't want to erase those. It'll be all in one every evening. Just take a look, track it if I've done it or if I haven't. I'm gonna give this a try and see if that works better for me. All right, and then what's next? I've created my last page, my last at a fingertip page to be my reflections of the month of February. And because my goal is to live intentionally, I do want to have my brain dumps, my goals, my trackers, and reflections at my fingertips. That's what's important to me now. For you, you may want to have like your financial, your menus, I can't think of many things, but I'm sure you like things that are at your fingertip right away for you to tap on. Okay, so what else have I set up? Okay, so I have set up, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about these journals because there's 2 of them and there's 32 pages in each journal and each page is hyperlinked. And I'm so all about hyperlinks and getting to a page very quickly. So my first journal is going to be my Etsy creations. I needed a place to put my ideas down, to put my little sketches down, and so forth. And so this is my cover page. I've just started to make it prettier using some of my February stickers. And then I love this little quote because oftentimes I will be hard on myself and say like, you can't do this. And there's so many fantastic people out there and you're not good enough kind of thing. And I know lots of people feel that way when they're creating or, trying to put themselves out there. So it says, if you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and the voice will be silenced, by Vincent van Gogh. So that's a little reminder for me that yes, you can create. You can, and it's okay. There's room for all of us out there, right? Okay, so each of these kind of rectangular grayed out areas is hyperlinked to the page, to your empty page. And when you tap back on the journal that's black, it'll take you to that front page again. So I've just started. I've made myself an idea page. I'll tap on that. It's blacked out right now because I don't want to show you all of my ideas. And then I've created I'm thinking of YouTube ideas, so I haven't really done anything for that page yet. But that is how I'm using my first journal. My second one, I've started to design a little bit, decorate a little bit, is going to be my faith journal for February. So typically I would use my daily page. I would, February 8th, and then I would just use my daily page to put my journal inserts in here and do my, daily faith. And then sometimes I wouldn't do the faith journaling. I would do like some pictures and whatnot. So I just thought it would be nice to keep it all in one journal. So it's essentially 32 pages. So, you know, I have about two, well, it's the 28 days. So I have four pages, extra pages that I can work with in this month. So my very first one is called The Wall of Prayers. And I do have these inserts on my Etsy store. And I am really, really excited to use this. I've already got two prayers, two people, you know, I'll give you an idea. One of the prayers that I have that I'm excited to put in here, and I've been praying it every day. My mother is in a care home or a nursing home, we call them, in Canada, and her unit is currently locked down because of COVID. And you know, it's time to pray for them and to make sure that all of the elderly there are not in pain, not suffering, that they're well taken care of. There are 15 staff who have COVID there, and it's just really, really sad because it's much harder on the elderly than the young ones. So I'm going to put that prayer on here. I have a prayer for a family member that I want to put in here, and I'm going to date it and just, you know, put another date if it's been answered for me. So this is going to be my wall of prayers. And that's as far as I've gotten actually for February. And you know what, let me take a little walk through January for you so you could see how that went for me. So this is the January plan and journal. And I just super love doing things monthly because it just doesn't overwhelm me as much. January, yeah, I've been sort of keeping track of what I've been doing in January. I think, where are we today? We're on the 27th. Not every single day I've done anything. I mean, you know, I work. There's days that I'm too tired. I'm busy doing other things. I can't always be in my planner. And actually, that is just okay. So as you can see, January also has the 3 calendars, the weeks, and it only has 3 monthly at a glance pages and no journal. So I am super, super, super excited to start in February. So yes, and my fitness in January has been, but listen, it's been minus 40, minus 30, minus 25 Celsius here. It's freezing outside. And, you know, I know that's no excuse. I'm inside. I can do some things, but it's dark. Like by 4 o'clock, it's dark here. I don't know. February, we're going to start fresh again. And then my gratitudes. So they are hit and miss. One of my habits that I want to do for February is to, before bed, just kind of sit with my planner, do my gratitudes, check off my checklists, you know, and my trackers and get myself settled and ready for the next day. So that is what I want to do. So my brain dump, my fitness plans, and now I'm super excited to write down what worked, what didn't work. And that's going to be this weekend. I'm going to sit and finish off my planner. I really, really failed at keeping track of things. You know, I wanted to eat 2 fruits and 2 vegetables every single day. And yeah, that just didn't work out very well. I do love my veggies and fruit. I don't know why. It's just a little bit harder for me to get as much fruit in as I want to. I didn't want to eat after 8 p.m. Kind of wanted to have more of an intermittent fasting going on here. And, you know, it was a miss for the month of January. My skincare routine, it was there and it wasn't there. I've kind of taken to not wearing makeup anymore. So my skincare routine was more of just kind of quickly washing my face and putting on some moisturizer. And I just haven't been tracking it. I've gotten a kind of lazy about tracking. So that's why I'm just trying to figure out how I can track that's going to be easier. And I'm going to sit, like I said, before I go to bed, just open up my tracker page and just go down my list and ... if I've done it and if I haven't. As you know, if you've noticed what I did with my book tracker, I just lassoed it, copied the things that I wanted and pasted it over into February. And that worked for me. Now, I think that is about it. So I'm going to leave you with those designs and hopefully inspiration for you to get yours set up for February, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.